Hi, my name is Imran Helmi bin Muhammad Isamuddin. So, the fact, this is a pick and place robot. The task is to pick an object from point A to point B. The idea, number one, learn how to program the PIC. The PIC that we use is PIC16F877A. The software that we are going to use is the Microc Pro for PIC. It is a powerful, feature-rich development tool for PIC. It is easy to use. Number two, learn how to simulate. The best software to use is Proteus. It is a software suite containing schematic simulation as well as PCB designing. Number three, learn how to burn the program. The software suitable for this is PIC Kit 2. Number four, learn how to do the connection. We need to know how to connect the PIC from the main board to the rest of the components.
I'm going to talk about the learning issue, which is about the software. Firstly, I would like to talk about the coding and stimulation. We use several softwares. First, we use Microc Pro to write the coding and also compile it. Then we use Proteus 8 to test the coding on the hardware virtually. Lastly, we use PIC Kit to burn the coded hex file to our PIC16F877A microcontroller. For the second part, the connection of the hardware, we use DC motor, servo motors, ultrasonic sensor, PIC16F877A microcontroller, and a L298H motor driver. That's all from me. Thank you.
So for this coding part, firstly we decide the LCD code and declare the port we use, that is A, B, C and D. Then for motor DC code, we set to forward, reverse, turn to left and turn to right and stop. For servo code, it's being set for gripper close and gripper open. After that, we set the code for left side ultrasonic sensor. Then lastly, the program is being executed by the flow of servo motor, ultrasonic sensor and DC motor.
Assalamualaikum. Today I'm going to present to you the hardware that we use for the project. Basically, there are four main components in the project that we use, which is the first one is DC motor, second one is servo motor, the third one ultrasonic sensor, and lastly is LCD display. The PIC that we use in the lab is PIC16F877A, and this is the example of the connection of the PIC. Move on to the next part, which is DC motor. This is the type of DC motor that we use in the lab, and in the lab we use for the connection of DC motor, we use port B, RB0, RB1, RB2 and RB3. This is the example of connection RB of DC motor connect to the PIC. The second component, which is servo motor, this is the example of servo motor, and we use port A to connect to the PIC, and this is the example of the connection of servo motor. Moving on to the next part. For the ultrasonic sensor, this is the ultrasonic sensor that we use, and we use port C, RC0 for the trigger and RC1 for echo. And this is the example of the connection of ultrasonic sensor to the PIC. And last but not least, the LCD display. This is the LCD display that we use, and we use port B to connect to the PIC, and this is the connection of LCD to the PIC. And for the final design of our project, which is pick and place robot, this is the picture of our project. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nur Aiman bin Muhammad Nazri. I will explain about the solution of this project. At the end of the task, we had faced some problem with this pick and place robot. At the first attempt, the DC motor rotated and the servo motor moved to grip the sponge, but it suddenly stopped. Our second attempt is not good enough. Only the servo motor moved to grip the sponge, but the DC motor, ultrasonic sensor, and the LCD display is not functioning. And the last attempt was very frustrated. All of the components did not functioning. We had tried some troubleshoot, run it component by component. The DC motor can rotate and the servo motor can move by using this coding. The LCD display also displaying the output, but the ultrasonic sensor cannot operate. We can conclude that the DC and the servo motor cannot move because of the lack of power supply. After trying with alternative current, the DC and the servo motor move. The LCD display did not functioning well because of the connection. The connection that we do is correct, but sometimes the terminal and the slot was loose. It's make the LCD display not receiving the data from the board. Thank you.